My whole life, I've had this thing where I'm in a room and I realize I need something from another room. I leave the room to get the thing. Yet on entry to the next room, I've completely forgotten my purpose and usually get distracted and do something else. When I at least remember I'm looking for something, I retrace my steps, and on entry into the previous room, the thought returns to me. What if this is more than just common forgetfulness? What if I have quite literally and physically left that thought piece in the prior room? Sure, the thought will find its way back to me sooner or later, but by concentration or slowly and naturally. But why is the thought always just sitting, waiting to be apprehended in the room I'd left? That is to say, our mind may not neatly live within the confines of our body. The body seems to be an avatar, or like Terrence McKenna said, an antenna for consciousness. And if we follow that theory, is it the body that individuates consciousness? Of course it does. When the individuated spirit loses its host, the body, it rejoins the great sea of one consciousness. Perhaps it's like bottling seawater for a time, having it undergo environmental changes, like heat, freezing, mixing, then pouring it back into the ocean. If that were done trillions of times, the aggregate would have some kind of effect on the greater ocean. Such is the releasing of the individuated consciousness back into the one. The experience it underwent becomes part of the whole. Perhaps this is why seance and mediums could work, why life after death, in a way, is real. Consciousness can't die, but only its essence remains. The one consciousness is God. Thus, it is spiritually omniscient, but perhaps not materially omniscient. So, when you go to a medium or seance to commune with the deceased, Source uses the medium to re-individuate the essence of that past individuated consciousness. The medium is a decoder for the essence. The individuated essence can only be decoded by sentience with bodies. It's observer effect again. There are no ghosts without observers. Observers with bodies. So that's just a thought I had on the doorway effect. I think, I don't know, I have that experience a lot where my whole life, and then it turns out that I didn't even know it was doorway effect when I wrote that, but my brother told me that, oh no, that's the doorway effect, and he sent me an article. And there's kind of a mundane experiment for that experience most people have. But I didn't really like the mundane experiment for the doorway effect. I kind of like my theory better. I guess I'm prone to liking more fantastical, fringe explanations for things that are mysteries. But that's my take on the doorway effect. I think maybe I'll include the link to the mundane explanation of the doorway effect in this piece. I think I had a response to the article, so I'll keep reading some of the writing I did to sort of counter the mainstream explanation for the doorway effect. So here it goes. I think their reasoning is also a theory. I like my paranormal theory better. It's sort of the same problem. You can't pay attention to everything at once. Also, their theory doesn't get into why you get your memory back when you go back into the room. Attention is actually a very big, massive, huge topic. Quantum experiments show, or at least suggest, that waves of potential cannot actually manifest as particles, objective events, without attention, and that's the Slits experiment. In William Bankston's paranormal healing experiments, he shows healing can be done without subjects being in the same location. He believes that the act of designating subjects as part of the experiment puts them in resonant bond. Thus, there is some kind of non-material connectivity among subjects and sentience. Maybe it's a stretch, but I'm saying the mind is more or less in resonant bond exclusively with the body. But doorway effect might be a reality hack or glitch, which could demonstrate individuated consciousness, not exclusively wedded to the body. I know I'm reaching. I just like the theory. And there you go. So, some thoughts on the doorway effect. So, just wanted to put that down and put that out there. Maybe that'll come back into this research project in some meaningful way. Signing out for now.